Alrighty, gamers, how's it going? Daybreaker Rein here, coming at you through your video scope with a stream. I've kind of had a hankering to stream as of late, but my internet provider has been been wonky in my area. They say that they're doing upgrades, so internet speed has been varying, connectivity has been varying. It's stable now, so I figured I tried to stream now instead of later, because it seems like later in the evening is when it really starts to kind of drop and disconnect. And I would be streaming from my PS4 today, but I was getting inconsistent upload speed. I ran like 10 network connection tests just to see, and it was very inconsistent, so I didn't trust it. With my computer and my PC, I was getting far more better connectivity. So I hope you guys are all having a wonderful Saturday. I bet you all are wondering, Daybreaker, why in the blue hell are you streaming Dark Souls 2 when Dark Souls Remastered is out? Well, I can answer that question because, for starters, I don't have Dark Souls Remastered. I have no intention of getting it at the moment. I was very underimpressed with the network test. I didn't feel the absolute dire need to go out and buy it day one. It probably will be something I will buy somewhere down the line, but as of right now, I'm content with the 360 version and the PC version and the PS3 version of the original Dark Souls. So it's not necessarily high on my priority list. And two, I've had a hankering to play Dark Souls, and Dark Souls 2 in particular. My buddy Andrew has been on my mind a lot, and Dark Souls 2 was the Dark Souls that me and him kind of co-opted together. When it came out, we were both sort of playing it at the same time. It wasn't like what happened with Demon Souls, where it was like I was playing it first, and then I lost my PS3, and then he started picking it up, and everything like that. So Dark Souls 2 definitely has a really special place in my heart because of that, and I've just been thinking about him a lot as of late, and I just kind of wanted to revisit Dark Souls 2. But there's something on my data that I lost, progress that I did, that I need to go do. So I figured I would share the experience with all of you, because it is literally probably the worst area in any Dark Souls game in existence, and probably the one that I absolutely just despise the most. So I figured I'd share my rage and frustration and anger as I die probably a million freaking times with all of you. So I'm going to be doing this from my PC, and of course using the PS4 Remote Play app. So if there is a drop in quality, I do apologize about that, because this to me felt more of a proper way to do it, because it just like I wasn't getting the consistent upload speed. And I don't know how long I'm going to be doing this. I don't have a lot of human effigies, because I was grinding for Lois Souls and ended up freaking, getting rid of pretty much my whole reserve. So hopefully, I am going to do this in offline mode, because this area is absolutely awful, and I don't want to deal with invaders. So I hope you guys don't mind that. Typically I don't mind playing online. I typically like to do that far more, just because it kind of brings up the experience. But I was currently on my way. I managed to get the last Estus shard that I was missing, so we're going to go ahead and go upgrade my Estus flask and get to Elam Lois and go and want to hang myself probably by the end of this because I absolutely despise this area. But we'll see how it goes. I mean, I only have 10 of those that I can use, so we're going to be definitely pushing the limits as far as that goes. Okay, I have like so much crap right now. I'm not going to deal with that right now. No. I forget Dark Souls 3 is the one that introduced like, oh, you have to like upgrade your Estus flask like through the bonfire. Well, I mean, you burn the thing to like increase its potency, but not to actually get like any more charges. Okay, I think I've pretty much consumed everybody who had human effigies. I think I bought at one point or another, so I don't think that there's any human effigies I can buy. Unfortunately, I was grinding for them, and I just remembered I'm in the Covenant of Champions, so we need to not be that, because I don't want to make this area even more worse than it needs to be. So, and if you guys notice, I don't have a fancy background going on with my green screen. I don't really have a proper lighting for it at the moment. I've had to do some room rearranging, and I just don't have a proper light source. Like the only light source I have in here is the ceiling light, and so it's not necessarily the greatest. And there was this really crazy like flickering thing that was going on where my webcam was, and so it was kind of annoying to me. I don't necessarily know if it would be a distraction to anybody else, but turning off the background kind of made it a little bit more tolerable in my opinion. So okay, I don't remember what bonfire I have to be at. I know it's really close to, I think it's at the expulsion chamber. It's really, really close to one of the bonfires, I remember that. This is going to be a learning experience, and I'm probably going to lose all my souls, I can guarantee it. As I typically do, I'll probably be streaming for about maybe an hour and a half. Depending on if my internet holds up. Oh, no, it's literally right there. Okay. Is there anything... Okay, I think I remember that yeah, let me do that. Okay, because I want to say the boss is weak. It has a high tolerance to magic, but they're weak to fire, if I remember right. So I'm gonna throw on a few pyromancies in place of some of my sorceries, even though I'm going sorcerer, which is kind of an interesting thing. Like I've kind of come to realize, or find out in any case, that there seems to be some like, not necessarily stigma, but I guess there's like the idea that like being a sorcerer in like any game is just like, you know, more or less basic bitch tier, and I don't understand that. Like, I guess I get it because it's like you're playing more because you have to play more defensively because you have more ranged options, but still, like, you know, especially with how I was specking before I had the insane amount of level up. Is Dance of Fire the one that goes across? Okay, we'll equip that, and we'll get this party started. I am not looking forward to this, but that's why I wanted to share it all with you, because this is one of, if not the worst thing to do. Hey, Josephine, how are you? Oh, I guess I have to allow that. Yes, I can allow that. How are you? Oh my god. I think the visibility is even worse because I'm doing it through the remote play. Oh, this is going to be just absolutely astounding. Have fun seeing what the hell I'm even doing at this point. Because I can hardly see what I'm doing. Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god, yeah. Yeah, I follow one of the I follow a Discord that has a lot of Dark Souls players in it, and a lot of Dark Souls players don't like magic for some whatever reason. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so the gimmick of this area is you're out in this freaking field and it blizzards constantly. So have fun. Yeah, like this area is ugh. This area is absolutely awful. But it is almost positively good to bring phantoms with you. So we're gonna bring the 3 phantoms with me. I've done it this way all the time. I know it makes the boss harder, but it's just easier to deal with the absolute insanity that is this area, which is why I went offline. I think one thing, though, that I do have in my favor is that since I grinded for the voice stuff and I leveled up a bit... What the... Oh, okay. Yeah, you have to be careful because during the blizzard is when these frozen horses spawn. It's not fun. Not fun. But hopefully, you know, something happens with this. And that's one thing too, is I lose my way a lot when it starts getting blizzardy. But basically I want to go around and gather up all these items, because there's items that are chilling at like all these structures. And there's one in particular, I know there's a ring. It's somewhere on the edge of like this chasm. God. If this didn't happen so consecutively, I think this area would be a little bit more tolerable. Like, and if you had more of a visual indication, like it started off slowly and then became like just a big blur blizzard, I think that would be a lot more of an interesting design choice, because at least it prepares you to know that like that's what's transitioning. Like you don't really get like any sort of transition with it. But yeah. So according to the Dark Souls community, I play scrub tier sorcerer. I actually, believe it or not, like Dark Souls 2 is what really got me. Well, scratch that. So I started playing and getting more involved with the idea of playing a sorcerer character when I started playing Soul Sacrifice. I really wanted to like emulate that game a lot, and so oh, I hear him. Where is he? There you are. Yeah, they shoot lightning. That's the other fun bit about these freaking horses. Ah. Oh, I should probably switch my shield. Or maybe not. Ow! Fuck you. Stupid ice horse bullshit. If the volume is coming in too loud, please let me know. I might have turned it up on my end because I've been doing remote play quite a bit. Thank God there's optional healing items so I don't have to burn through my freaking Estus flask. I know the house was in this area, so I'm just going to keep walking, but there's another horse. Where are you? Ah! Ugh. Yeah. Come on. Oh, that's one thing I always... 1 to 2 swings. That's how it is in PvP. Oh my god. Also kind of let me know if like the quality is dipping at all. Like I know my streams are not usually like the best of quality, but I just want to know that it's not nearly as bad as it has been with like streaming from my PS4. I don't know what it is about my internet connection and why like I'm just not getting... Okay, I think there's... How many of those do I have? Do I have one to spare? Or a couple? Okay, I have 4. Yeah, let's do that. This is actually kind of a neat thing that they did. This like spews water, but it's got healing properties. So it's a good way to like try to like push your phantoms in so they can heal up a bit. Because just like you, they only have a limited amount of times that they can use their Estus flask. I think another thing that I really dislike about this area is that there are actual like NPC um, like enemies, like they're actually like the player characters. And I personally don't really care for that but most of them are easy to kill if I recall correctly. And I do think if you stand still and just stand still and just let the blizzard pass, that the horses don't spawn. Oh shit, I just thought about that. Yeah, I need to freaking... I'm gonna need that. Where the hell is it? Okay. Cast speed. Yeah, I'm gonna need that far more than I'm gonna need luck. Okay, yeah, you can kind of see him just chilling there in the snow. You know, my stream name is very inaccurate. I'm not alone in the snow because there's plenty of people coming with me into the snow, but oftentimes it feels like I am alone. Oh, never mind. One spawned. Hello. Kill it! Kill it, thank you! Okay, we're gonna go take care of that Fram Knight, whatever the hell, however the hell you pronounce it. I'm horrible at pronunciations. Watch my Yakuza videos and how bad I am at pronouncing things. I'd probably offend a lot of people with how awful I am at pronouncing, like, Japanese names. Well, I drained about half his health. That's always a good thing. Okay, there's another one. I think it's a cleric. Where is it? I hear it. Ow! Oh, good, I blocked it. That I didn't block. I didn't block that either. Alright! I am so dead. Oh. Oh, she cast a healing spell? Oh, what the hell? How did it heal? Kill it. Thank you. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. Yeah, you heal up. I'm trying to heal. I'm gonna crack a couple gems and hopefully that suffices. Because I don't want to burn through my Estus flask. Especially because the boss in this area is absolutely the worst. It's basically a repeat of one of the bosses you fight earlier in this area, but you fight two of them instead of one because that's Dark Souls. It started with freaking Demon Souls. I think Demon Souls was the first one that started. Well, obviously, since it was the first Souls game, it started that where it's like, oh, you know, you fight this thing called the Man-Eater or whatever, and it's like, oh, there's actually two of them. One spawns in once you hit the other one to half health. Oh, how fun! That and Souls games are notorious for rehashing similar enemies. Okay, the building was somewhere in this area, but I kind of, again, lost my direction. But, yeah, it's like, it not only do you fight two of the same boss, but it's like, oh, you're going to also fight, variants of a previous boss that you fought earlier in the game, but this time it's on fire. Have fun. And anything elemental based is like the worst because it just does... Oh. I didn't know that there were freaking golems in this area. I kind of forgot about that. Thanks for the heal spell. I thought it was just undead that like chilled in these houses. Or hollows. Oh, yay. Human effigies. Nice. Yeah, and that's, again, one of the big problems that I have with this area in particular is that every time you die, you have to go back through it. There's no other checkpoints. There's no bonfires in this area outside of the one that you used to get here. And it's just like, oh, that's it's frustrating. But it's, like, these areas were designed to have more co-op influence because there's one in every DLC area. So it's like that. But, yeah, it's just... It's annoying! Okay, I think that was the last building. I don't think there's any other items. Actually, there is. We're gonna have to go find it. It's going into, like, the crevice where the boss is. There's, like, an item or a corpse somewhere down on, like, the, like, one of the, like, ledges. So I have to go get that. I think it's a ring, and I don't remember what it does. I thought it's like it keeps your keeps your appearance. I think it keeps your appearance as a phantom. Like it's like if you equip it, it keeps your human appearance, even if you're a phantom. Okay, so I'm gonna swap to my stamina recovery shield real quick. Oh man. I remember the first time I did this. Oh. Ah, this time I saw you. Got a good glimpse of you. Ah! Why do they have lightning? They're made of ice. Yeah, Ring of the Living. Okay, and I want to say that's it. Okay. So now... Okay, so basically what's going to happen now is I'm just going to book it. Because if I sit here and try to fight, we'll be here all fucking day. Just book it across this bridge. Just keep running. The NPCs will eventually catch up with me. They might drag a horse deer thing with them. But hopefully that's not the case. I'll have to switch my sword. Yeah, fun. You can hear them. Oh, this is going to be amazing. If I can do this on the first freaking try, I will be damn near amazed. Okay, we're going to... I'm going to keep that equipped because I have my heal spell still. And we're going to swap to that. Okay. Alright. I've got 10. I've actually made it here with more Estus than I usually do. So that's a good thing. That's a definite good thing. We're going to go to Fire Orb and have that on the ready. Alright, here goes nothing. Hopefully I can do this in the first go. I just have to be incredibly careful because I know these dudes take a crap ton of freaking damage. I should have brought a freaking magic shield! Okay, and the thing that sucks about this boss fight is that you want to do damage to both of them because you want to like try to kill them both simultaneously, because if you don't end up doing that, one of them gets a freaking buff, and so it just ends up being, oh, I'm already out of Great Fireball. Are you fucking kidding me? I think that one's locked onto me. Oh crap, that was my first... Yeah, let's not say, and I do, and try to smack the freaking tiger with my freaking, with my catalyst. Actually, the NPCs are doing a kind of a good job at the moment, actually. Come on. No, I need to freaking start nicking down this one. Ow! Asshole! Oh! Oh! My heart skipped like 3 beats. I was just out of the range of his hitbox. Oh my god, the half health. We've got them pretty close. We just gotta freaking whittle them both down. I think it's because I remembered how this boss fight goes that I freaking am doing so well. And I'm not taking unnecessary swings. Okay. Yes! Oh my god, yes. You don't realize how many times I died doing that fight the first time. Holy shit. Oh my god, I'm actually blown away that I was able to freaking do it in one go. I died so many times that first time. Like, you have no freaking clue. Okay, I actually don't think that there's anything. Oh my god, I'm freaking blown away. And it's probably because I leveled up more. Because I want to say, when I did this the first time, I hadn't grinded for the Loy souls yet. Okay, yeah, I don't think that there's anything in this area. Oh my god. Oh! Holy shit. Oh my god. That was just the... I'm actually really, really happy with myself that I was able to pull that off. That's... oh man. It's amazing to me because last time that didn't go down the way I had planned. And it's kind of a good thing that I didn't end up freaking staying in the Covenant of Champions. That, while that would have definitely been a challenge for myself, I was not willing to take that risk. But I did. I must have ran through at least 25 to 30 effigies trying to do that area. Like, it is not a fun area. Okay, oh yeah, that's right. I ended up getting rid of Great Fireball and just carry Chaos Storm. I should probably carry another Miracle, actually, because I don't often use Pyromancy. So I should probably carry another Miracle with me. But that's the only problem, is that there's really not a lot I could use, because my faith is only 25 or 30. My faith is 30. My bad. Nah, I can't use Sunlight Blade. Don't need Homeward because I've got the freaking feather. It's fine. I'll just stick with Chaos Storm for now. Okay, so the good news is I have more than enough souls to actually. I think it's like 3 grand. We're gonna go get my Lois sword. The only downside is I don't think I have. I don't think I have enough Twinkling Titanite to upgrade it all the way, because I think it's a Twinkling Titanite weapon, if I remember right. Which means I'm going to have to grind for Twinkling Titanite, and the only place I know where to do that is doing it in, Shrine of Mana and farming the Archdrakes, because they have a chance to drop it. Oh, that's right. There's Red Phantoms because freaking it's New Game Plus over here. Because I aesthetited the bonfire so I could freaking get the boss back, so I could get the freaking Pale Drake sword. That's right. That's right. I remember now. Fun stuff. Ah! Damn spiders, damn frickin' mages. Kill the spiders before they kill me, thank you. God, I come here for one freaking thing and I almost die. Ugh. I'm glad what's-his-face didn't spawn. There's a phantom that spawns in that area.
Hello there.
Okay. Oh no, it's trade. Yeah, I was like, where is it? Forget that you have to trade with her. You know, why does the King's Mirror not do 100% damage reduction? Like physical? I think that's kind of silly. I almost thought about doing the Loy's shield. Oh, gradually restores HP when equipped. That's actually kind of nice. But again, I really like shields that have physical, 100% physical. Okay. But that's what I came here for. I don't know because I use Twinkling Titanite for my chest piece that I'm wearing. Well, actually, all three of my gauntlets, my legs, and my chest piece were all Twinkling Titanite. So I actually don't remember how much Twinkling Titanite I have. But damn, I am ecstatic. I thought I was going to be, like, I genuinely thought I was going to be in that area for God knows how long trying to freaking farm that damn boss, or not farm it, but, you know, freaking trying to oh, I could have done it there. I'm silly. I thought I was going to be there for a really long time doing that freaking boss fight. Damn.
I'll be around.
Okay, yeah. I'm going to have to be farming for Twinkling Titanite. That's something I'll probably get back to when I'm off camera. Right now, I'm just finishing up stuff that I haven't done. Which I think that was pretty much it when it comes to stuff that I know for a fact that I didn't do. Of course, there's of course the whole rigmarole of freaking, you know, I could go and farm for items and specific pieces of gear and things like that if I wanted to. But I don't think anybody is going to come to a stream just to watch me farm. So probably what I'm going to do is after I deposit this stuff and go sell off some of this stuff to Gavlan, I think what my plan is, and really all I didn't have out of that set was the boots. Wow. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get into some co-op. Try to actually do some stuff. Of course I'll have to go get my Covenant back. I don't know if... I think I'm in the soul range. Well, I mean, I could go fight freaking the Frozen King again if I wanted to, but I don't think I'll be doing that. I already had a hell of a time doing that the first time. I do think I can get a level up out of this. Excuse me. Okay, so how was I doing this? Was I going for attunement? Well, actually, let me see. I don't even think I could use the Loy's sword at the moment. No, I can't. I can't even freaking use it at the moment. Oh my god. Yeah, so, we're gonna upgrade strength. I forgot that it needed better stats than what I had because I'm sorcerer and I freaking wanted the Moonlight Greatsword because I'm a tard and I didn't freaking spec any in strength or anything. Okay. So we'll go to the Door of Pharaohs. You know, I could actually probably see, because I can almost guarantee that I might actually have some luck getting into co-op matches out in the Frozen area. But we'll see. You know, I don't want this stream to just be that one area. I mean, it would make sense given the title. But I might actually wrap this up a bit earlier than I had originally intended, considering I didn't spend as long as I thought I was going to on that. So. I need to double check and see if I actually deposited that. I'm pretty sure I did. I'm pretty sure that was a spare. Let me see. Yeah, that was the spare, because I was using the Mimic helmet. And I seriously thought, because like my Dark Souls character in 3 is 225, and I thought that's probably where I should stop, but that is totally not where I'm going to stop. It might be like somewhere around like 250 is where I end up stopping. So, in case any of you were wondering, so I have spent a really long time, because this game, like, the first Dark Souls didn't really have a lot, especially Demon Souls. Demon Souls and Dark Souls did not have a lot of the quote-unquote fashion Souls element to it. So this game kind of does. So right now, this is the set that I made. Here, let me go ahead and I'll turn off the HUD. I just want to talk about this for a little bit. You know, so this is the fashion I made. It is the Lois leggings, the Lois gauntlets, the Throne Watcher chest piece, and the Imperious helm. I wanted to use another helm, but one thing that I really didn't like, especially with this top, I don't know if it's because the top is, I believe that the boss is actually a female character, so it's I think a more geared female set. I know that like some of these armor pieces kind of change and conform depending on the gender your character is, but most of the helmets that I like the farm helmets, the hide helmet, they show the neck, and I didn't like that. The Imperious helm actually covers the neck and has the extra like neck piece there, so that's why I use that helmet. I also have another fashion that I was using for a while, a bit more sorcery, and that is the Cyan legs, Cyan gauntlets, and I think they're called the Lydia hood and Lydia robe, and a bit more sorcerer like. You know, I just thought it was something like I didn't want to do, because like the gauntlets I don't really care for on this set, the Lydia gauntlets, so I wanted to do something more. I kind of wish that the cyan stuff was a bit more like gold shiny, had a bit more shine to it, but I just figured, you know, have some armor, and then of course, you know, this isn't necessarily fashion, but this is the set that I usually roll around with. It's just the Hide Knight set. I like this set a lot because I have this kind of like affiliation with the color white on gear, especially because like the way that I'm kind of like RPing as I play Dark Souls with the character, it makes sense for him to wear white. So I really like this set. It's a shame that set didn't return in 3. I really wanted it to, but then of course the Lois stuff, and then the Throne Watcher chest piece I really started to get attached to. Okay, so we've sold my stuff to Gavlan. We're gonna change this back. We're gonna go rejoin the Sunbro Covenant. Actually, I could probably join any Covenant I wanted to. Let's go back to Magnolia, because I want to say that I maxed out the Sunbro Covenant on this character. I know that none of the other Covenants are PvP or PvE based. Well, most of them are PvP based. And I am just absolutely trashed here at PvP. I've never been good at it. Like I have no qualms about admitting that. Like there are people who are so much better than that, who know the ins and outs, like the frame data of the weapons and things like that. It's like, you know, I know that that's a lot more beneficial, mainly just because, oh, I did not actually max out. It was the Pilgrims of the Dark I maxed out. I was working on maxing out the Heirs of the Sun, because I want to say that there's a third rank. I want to say that there's a third rank. I could be wrong about that. Well, no, because the Pilgrims of the Dark has 3 ranks. So, yeah, and I never discovered the Dragon Remnant Covenant. That's really weird. So yeah, we'll go Sunbro. I actually wanted to see the Ring of the Living makes me take on the appearance of, yeah, appearance of a human while phantom. That's right. That's right. The only problem with that is, like, it's a nice feature. Like, I genuinely feel it's a nice like thing to have. It's just like it takes a ring slot. So it's kind of like, especially with the way that I build my character, it's like that's kind of crucial that I have all 4 slots available. I mean, the casting speed one is pretty much the only one that I like a mix and match. But like the third dragon ring, you know, third dragon ring, Chlorothin ring, Coranthony ring, Coranthony. I think that's how. I am horrible at pronunciations. If you follow me enough, if you watch my streams enough, you will learn that without a shadow of a doubt. I know these guys are weak to fire, and I think I'm gonna. Okay, I actually did not aggro the other one like I thought I would. Yeah, so that's pretty much it, aside from going to New Game Plus. Oh, okay. That I can do is just do co-op in the areas that allow me to do it. And I really don't think that there actually is a lot of co-op to be had. I know that there's a threshold range for soul memory. That's the only thing that I really dislike about this game, is just that system. Is soul memory. Like, soul memory is by far probably the worst thing that anyone could have come up with for a Souls game. And I know a lot of people have mixed feelings about this game as a whole. Like, you either love it or you hate it, kind of thing. Like, it doesn't really feel like there's a middle ground where it's just kind of like for people. Okay, we'll go back to Majula. We'll exit, we'll go online, and we will go from there and see if we can get into any co-op sessions. I know one place I really like to go was the gutter, but I think at my current soul memory, I think the only places I'm going to be able to do co-op is like later game stuff. Like at my soul memory, like, especially like because most of the bosses don't require a like another player most of the time. Like, you don't have to do co-op in New Game Plus if you don't want to. It probably just makes it harder and more difficult. But most people at most soul memory, it's like, I wonder what like because I think just to even get to like level 300 or. Yeah, it's some ridiculous amount of soul memory. Like, if you just literally, like, you know, do, like, Mega Mule or something, and you're just, like, you know. Okay, I actually want to see how my messages are doing. Doing well, for the most part. That's my most favorite one, apparently. We're off a friend. Because they moved Gavlan. Okay, so I think I've explained this before on other streams. As you can see, an orange border indicates that people in your soul memory range are actually in those areas, and that there's a higher velocity of people either doing PvE or doing co-op or doing PvP. So, God, there's just really not a lot of choices now, is there? Um, I actually think I could still get invaded there because I didn't kill the ancient dragon. And that's actually a fight that I've never done, if I can say. I've actually never done that boss fight. Um, so yeah, it actually doesn't look like there's anybody within my soul memory range that's in the ice area. But there are people at the Iron Passage, which is, I believe, one of the co-op areas, and then I think one of these goes to the co-op. I think it's the Priestess's Chamber. So, just for the sake of it, why don't we try that? Why don't we see if we can get into some co-op, and we'll see if people summon me. I forget where you have to put down your summon sign for these areas. I don't think you drop into it, or you might. You actually might. Um, okay, yeah, you have to drop down into it to do your summon sign. Put my summon sign right there. Because I know this area is not grand for a lot of people. That actually decreased my overall weight percentage. Huh. Is that really... It's really all I could carry weight-wise? It's 87 pounds? Yeah, we'll have to kind of chill and see. If I don't get summoned in a bit, then I will definitely change areas. Oh, well, that could be a freaking thing too. I forget. The human effigy shit. Crap. Okay. I need to go back to the bonfire and I need to nullify that. Basically, what happens after you kill a boss in these areas, it essentially makes it to where it's more difficult to find you specifically. Um, yeah, yeah. Yep, yep. Nullify human effigy's effects. Alright, we'll see. Oh, shit. Give me one sec, guys. I'm gonna... Sorry about that, guys. I would have brought up the other thing, but you know me. I'm scrub tier at this. I'm actually surprised. It must be PvP is happening more. We'll sit here for like another minute and see if anybody summons us. That's typically what happens, especially like if I did these streams longer, I probably wouldn't mind just leaving it until I get summoned. But then I wouldn't necessarily know what to talk about. But that was my older brother calling me. For those of you who don't know, his username is Bloodreich. He does stream stuff. We tried to do some streams, but again, internet issues, so that all kind of went. But yeah, he was calling me. Toys R Us is unfortunately going out of business. I'm sure everybody who is anyone who had any sort of familiarity with that probably already knows that that's a thing that's occurred and occurring. He was letting me know. I guess he went, and I actually started collecting the Skylander figures. I swore to myself though I would only collect the first set. Like I wasn't gonna go into Giants and Swap Force and every other set of Skylanders. I really just wanted the first set of figures because at the time when I was working at GameStop, they were super cheap with my discount. So I was like, man, we started selling these used figures. They're not really moving. How about I start buying them? And so I started collecting the first set, but I swore to myself I was only going to get the Spyro's Adventure figures. I wasn't going to branch off into the other Skylanders games. And if I was only going to get the figures that I needed to complete the game. I wasn't going to go out of my way to buy every single flippin' figure that you could possibly buy under the sun. Because there's a lot in the first set of Skylanders. So he was letting me know that Toys R Us was selling the Supercharger figures for like 60 cents a piece. And I told him, I was like, no, I'm not looking for those, but if they had Amiibos, and he was like, oh yeah, the Amiibos are 50% off, but all they have is Animal Crossing Amiibos. So go figure. But yeah, it looks like we're not getting any activity here. So I'm going to port back to the bonfire, and we'll go to the other co-op area and see if there's any activity going there. I think it's probably more PvP is happening, and I don't care to try to invade because, again, I am absolutely trashed here at doing PvP. So we do have that. So, and that's a little bit more specific too. We do actually have activity at the Iron Passage, so that's a little bit more specific. So there are probably people who are summoning for this particular fight, or for this particular area. The Sir Alon, I think it is, Sir Alon fight is actually pretty cool. So if I can actually make it that far, that'd actually be really neat. So, and I'm getting summon signs, which is really odd. Have I not completed this area? Have I not fought? I'm almost positive I did that boss fight, and I want to say I might have done it on stream. I know I recorded it. That's interesting. But we'll sit for a minute and we'll see what happens. I don't know if I can get invaded just by standing here. Oh no, this isn't the Sir Alon. I think this is another area. Sir Alon, you have to go into his armor, and that's like a memory. I actually don't know what this is. To be perfectly honest, if I'm being perfectly honest, yeah, I don't know. And I don't know if those summon signs were other players. Those might have been NPC summons. So we'll sit for a minute but still, I wouldn't have NPC summons show up if I hadn't done this area already. So I might actually not have done this, which that's going to be interesting if I haven't, because I thought I did pretty much everything that the DLC had to offer. It might have been something that I had actually originally planned to do with Andrew, and we just never got around to it. Enemy ahead and then jog ahead. Help me. Man, I saw some shade of some person and they were freaking dual wielding Zweihanders. Like, have fun with that. I'm sure it's a fun build. Playing ping pong. Like, Chariot Dude. Chariot Dude build. I actually have that, I actually have that build on, on the PS2. I was about to say PS2, the PS3 version of Vanilla Dark Souls 2. I actually have that build. I actually made a character, and did the Chariot Dude build. It's so freaking stupid. Actually works pretty good in PvE as well as working good in PvP. I know it's supposed to be more of a PvP duel build, but yeah. Well, I hear things walking around. Well, I mean, that doesn't necessarily mean I... Oh, hello. Hello. Okay, I actually have not done this area. I'm blown away that I haven't. That's really freaking weird. Wow, man, what a boring and unfulfilling stream that this has been. Yeah, because if you drop down, that's it. You can't. Wow, really? I haven't done this area. That's really surprising. Yeah, I'm wondering if it's mostly invaders are at my soul level. Or my soul memory, I should say, because soul level doesn't matter. It's all based on the soul memory. Because I remember the PS3 Mega Mule, the first version of it. In any case, you were instantly given max amount of souls, but no soul memory. So you could level up and be like ridiculously high soul level with no soul memory. I remember some person tried to add me as a friend because I got it, because I had no intent to do that as like malicious means. Like, my sole intent for doing a Mega Mule data was to do co-op. Like, I really wanted to do co-op and just gank the shit out of bosses with people. I thought it'd be fucking hilarious, because, you know, I'm just weird like that. I thought that would be more fun to me than you know, doing you know, evading unsuspecting players and one-shotting them because you have a freaking, you know, max level weapon and your strength is 50 with, you know, soul memory of 1,000. But yeah, I actually co-opted a boss. And I killed that boss so quick. The person actually was so dumbfounded they didn't even fight the boss. They just let me do it because I was hitting the boss for like ridiculous numbers, like more ridiculous than you should be able to hit. But yeah, it was super funny. Okay, well, I'm not getting any co-op action going on. It doesn't look like. Not here in any case. I guess I could go throw my sign down outside a boss or something and see if that goes about. Because I haven't done that area. I mean, I might do that area. I might try to. Okay, now there's stuff going on in Brightstone Cove. Yeah, and yeah, and see, it looks like that there were people there. That's a weird thing that happens, is that, like, I guess if there's a, like, it's a little bit more noticeable in Dark Souls 3. Like, they did a really better job of knowing, like, the amount of people in your level range that are there. But it looks like, which is so weird because I'm seeing people show up, but they might not be my level. Alrighty. Yeah, I could try to go to Dragon's Rest, try to fight whatever this dragon was. I forget how this boss fight goes because it's been so long. I've only ever done it the one time. So we'll see if we can get summoned here for some co-op stuff. Try to help with the boss. If that doesn't pan out, that I get summoned to help with the boss, then we'll call it for a stream. And then I can look back and see how bad the quality is, because not only am I streaming my system to my computer, I'm streaming from my computer. So fun time. And for those of you who don't know, I am actually in the process. Like, I have a set goal in mind that by at least August or September, I am hoping to get not only an Elgato capture device, but I'm going to get some converters so I could stream. I could get back to streaming the PS2 dungeon. I could stream all the games I've wanted to stream, because there are so many old games I've wanted to stream that I can't emulate properly. You know, like N64 stuff, Sega Saturn stuff. So there's a lot of stuff that I would just love to play live for you guys that I really want to do. And we're going to nullify that. That I really hope I can, you know. So my plan is to get, of course, 2 converters, a splitter, HDMI splitter, and get me an Elgato HD60. So we'll just hope, because if that happens, you can expect a little bit better. Like, even if my stream speed and quality isn't consistent, the video will be a lot better quality all around. Because I'd really love to get back to Yakuza 4. I have, of course, an announcement video that I'm going to be doing here very, very soon, in regards to what I hope to do for the month of October for my Extra Life. So I hope you guys are all on board for that. It's big plans. I have big plans for that particular month. So it's going to be a lot of streams. Like, pretty much, like, if I'm going to school instead of working by that time, it's going to be pretty much a stream every day. Like, I'm going to really try to force myself to do a stream every day, because it's going to be a lot of content that I'm going to be putting out. Lots and lots of stuff that I want to do for that month. Been mulling it over in my head, but we'll reach that when the time comes. Yeah, it looks like I'm just... only thing about... and it could be too, it's just, you know... Especially here, that's the really weird thing, because it's not... This is outside a boss room. So it's not like that there's PvP going on in this area. Oh yeah. Yeah, because it's straight up just the boss area. So you'd think that I would be getting something. We'll give it a couple more minutes. But yeah, I hope to make a video about that here very shortly, so you guys are aware and have been made aware of what's been going on in my head and what I'm planning to do. But pretty much once I get my Elgato and once I get all of the proper equipment, I will be getting to streaming a hell of a lot more than what I've been doing as of current. I hope to get a light too, to make my webcam better. But right now, really, the game plan is just getting the capture device, the converters, and the splitter. The light, the better camera, the better microphone, because I'd really like to get a microphone that a friend of mine recommended, Mr. BioDevil Dom. I've had that saved for God knows how long since he sent me those links, and I have not yet looked into it. I've been wanting to, though, to even though this mic is fine, you know, I always have that weird thing. I mean, this mic is old. You know, it's a Rock Band microphone that I've been using, that we used since we were playing Rock Band. So yeah, just a lot of stuff that I'm planning to do. So I hope you guys are all looking forward to that, and I hope to kind of get back more into streaming on a more consistent basis. Like, it's just a matter of like, because I don't have a high-end graphics card, I can't do all the games that I've wanted to do in a more consistent manner. I don't have the premium license with XSplit, so I can't stream in 60 FPS as much as I'd love to. Not without a watermark in any case, and I think the watermark would show up somewhere on my overlay and it'd just look ugly. And it's not something I could edit out, unfortunately. I know some people get around it that way, like they can edit out watermarks, but they're clever, they're crafty where they put it. And I don't know if it varies depending on the overlay that you have or not, or what's on screen. Okay, now it's not looking like there's any co-op stuff going on, man. Like, all the substance of this stream happened within the first 20-30 minutes of this stream, and I streamed for an hour. But I'm going to go ahead and call it here. I'm going to travel back to Magnolia like I usually do. This is how I always end off my my Dark Souls 2 streams. But I just had a hankering to stream this. I probably could have done done areas that I haven't done before, and you guys could have watched me rage. But I really thought I was going to be spending so much more time on the Frozen Wasteland. Like, I genuinely thought I was going to be there, like, for the majority of this stream. Like, I thought I was going to die and have to go through that area, like, 8 times. But, yeah. Alrighty, guys. So, thank you all for those who stopped by. I really do appreciate it. Thank you all for those who stuck around for the latter half of the stream. For those of you watching the archive, I really do appreciate you giving it a view. You know, all the relevant links will be in the description below. You know, places where you can follow me, keep up where I'm streaming, and things like that. And yeah, I have a lot of plans for the month of October going into game day. Like, Extra Life and the month of October are going to be huge for me. And so my goal is to be very frugal with the money that I do get, and I'm going to use that money to get the equipment that I need to be able to give you guys the best possible streams I can with the equipment that I have. So I hope you guys all look forward to that. I'm really looking forward to it myself because it's going to be a lot more motivation for me to stream, because there are so many games that I've wanted to stream that I just can't, because I just can't emulate them properly, or they've got funky settings to try to emulate them. It's like, I want so desperately to get back into the PS2 dungeon. I made the horrible mistake of, after countless and countless reviews I read about the Roxio game capture device not being the greatest. You know, and one other thing too that I've really wanted to get back into doing is hooking up with the Infinite Ammo Syndicate guys to do some more Castlevania, because we have not done enough Castlevania. Like, I really, really, really want to do more Castlevania streams. But anyways, guys, again, thank you all for watching. And I will catch you all in the next one. Take it easy, everybody. Oh, yeah, I always do this. Bye!